Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Good morning to you. It's 9:36, 9:37 in 5 seconds. And that means that we are just into the New York Open now on Wednesday, the 28th of June. Wednesday, watching the Dow here selling off on the Open. You can see it here on the 1-minute chart. That's the 2-minute chart, pardon me. Let's make it a 1. There we go. I track the 1 usually right on the Open just to get more granularity. I was just looking at a few things as I scrolled through the 1, 2, 3, and 5-minute charts to get a different idea of what's happening here. But very much a down move. I'm also watching the Three Sisters on a different monitor. Let me just resize these so we can get a better idea of what's happening. There you go. So complete and utter divergence here, guys. Rallying on the NASDAQ strongly and selling off on the Dow. Sending this to my group. Watching for clues now, guys. I'm going to watch this thing interact together. S&P kind of in the middle. Not sure what it wants to do. Patience now. Dow the weakest by far, which is interesting to me. Watching now. All right, guys, sell stop limit right here. Here we go. It's not my actual target. I'm just showing you what I'm thinking. I need to go to my own platform here very quickly. Very quickly. Wow, what a move. To resize my own platform here. Give me 1 minute. Sell, stop. Here it comes, guys. Risking 45 to make 45. It's 9:41, precisely 11 minutes into the session, and I have a particular rule that I follow for the most part, is to wait for the first 10 minutes to complete. I've done that. We are now at 9:41 a.m. Market opened at 9:30. And one of my guiding principles is to ensure that I have support from correlated assets. That means the Three Sisters in this case. And support doesn't mean that they have to be going in the same direction. It means that they have to be structurally supporting the trade idea. In this case, selling the weakest of the three, and having seen that the NASDAQ is now rocketing up to, tapping and moving through 2.5 standard deviations, which by most measures is fairly extended, often overextended. And then the S&P from down 2.5 standard deviations, coming up to tap VWAP from below. And so there are reasons to believe that this is getting long in the tooth on the NASDAQ. There are reasons to believe that we might find resistance around here for structural reasons and VWAP reasons. And then to short the weakest on resumption of dropping prices here on the Dow. Hopefully I'm making sense here, guys. I know I'm struggling a little bit here to put into words what happens very quickly in my brain after 35 years of doing this, but it's one of the things when I started, sharing my ideas on YouTube and putting things into words that I've been doing inside my head for so many years, is trying to figure out the words to translate it, and it's coming. I mean, getting very good feedback on it, but it's not a no-brainer by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of these things have become instinctive, and so trying to articulate them can be a bit of a challenge, but I think it's working. And of course, I would only be in this trade if, in fact, this capitulates and breaks down. If it doesn't, I won't be in it. I actually like the pullback that we're getting right now here in the Dow. Oh, look at that. Take you back for a second. See that there? Flashed above. And now we're going to get to see what happens with the three sisters, as I mentioned. Remember how we're potentially long in the tooth here? This could completely go another 200 or 300 points before rounding over. But let's watch it. Let's watch the S&P. The S&P ES here at VWAP. And then, of course, the Dow here. I'm leaving this market here, guys, but it will likely be moved before I enter here. Here we go. Okay, it's happening now, guys. See what I was talking about here? 2.5 standard deviations dropping and dropping. The Dow is actually holding up. It's doing the opposite of what one would expect under these circumstances. Moving my stop to enter now up here, guys. See that there? Moving it higher because I'm seeing this capitulation continue. I'm watching the three sisters on a different monitor, by the way. So I'm always looking at this on a different screen. I just can't show it to you at the same time. Here we go. About to get triggered here. Watching. And I'm in, guys. I'm in now. Short the Dow. Risking 42 to make 45. It's a 1-to-1. Show you this again. See that? See that? That was what I was explaining to you just a few minutes ago, a couple of minutes ago, about what I would expect. And we're already back to and penetrated VWAP on the NASDAQ, which is quite a significant move. Weakness continuing on the other two, and really holding up well here, unfortunately, on the Dow. Just for now, but we'll see. This is a zone break trade, guys. Not a zone reversal, but a zone break. Here we go. Moving my marker over to where we actually entered. Patience. Stop now to half of what it was. Going to move it to 20 points, so it's less than half. About a 0.4 R risk now. That might be a little early. I might rethink that, guys. Give me a moment here. I'm just looking at what's happening. Watching price action here. Might get some whippiness in now. Yeah, here it comes. Watching. Patience. Talking to myself. I will remind you that Chairman Powell is speaking right now, so anything can happen. But it's not like an interest rate announcement that can, there's a sudden explosion where I wouldn't be in for it. I'm actually going to move this back up again a bit here, guys. Not loving what I'm seeing here now on the Three Sisters. This big, strong rally on the NASDAQ. We need the Dow to capitulate here a little bit. Watching very closely. Just thinking out loud, I may tighten my stop here very, very quickly given the speech that's unfolding. Clearly the market is very indecisive about what it feels about this. So, tightening my stop, guys, very, very tight now. 13 points. 13 points, guys. Patience. Driving down. Stop to break even. Stop is at break even now. Patience. Resisting the urge to take profit early. Mistake a lot of traders make and leads to the 95% plus failure rate. The math doesn't work. So my stop is still at break even. I'm just moving that for graphic sense. One more push now. And we're done, guys. Thanks for being with me. Have an amazing day. I'm sure we'll be back a little bit later. A nice 45-point win to start the day. Talk soon. Thanks for clicking the like button, and thank you for your support. Take care.